Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to lecture number 23 and 24 of Global Business Management, and today we are going to discuss global production, outsourcing, and logistical aspects of any global business. Let me give you a brief introduction about it. Global economy first must decide where to locate productive activities, what's the long-term strategic role of our production sites should be, and whether to own foreign production activities or outsource these activities, and how to manage a globally dispersed supply chain, and what the role of internet-based information technology should be in the management of global logistics, and whether to manage global logistics or outsource. So let's see one by one. How can production and logistics be conducted internationally with this objective of lowering the cost of value creation? Value creation means manufacturing of your product and services, and at the same time we have to add value by better serving our customer needs. To answer these questions, first of all, we have to focus on production activities, which should include or involve in creating a product. And then logistics, the procurement and physical transmission of material through the supply chain from suppliers to customers. Now, the strategic objective of production and logistics functions are, the very first one is to lower the cost of production for any manufacturer while not compromising on the quality of the product and services being offered to the final consumer. And at the same time, the objective of this outsourcing or offshore production is to increase product quality by eliminating defective products from both the supply chain and the manufacturer process. When we refer to supply chain, we are more concerned about the quality of the raw material we are including in our production process, and at the same time we have to ensure that the organizational production processes are flawless. Because these two objectives are interrelated, if the defective quality of supplies is being utilized for final production, it will definitely impact the overall quality of your product is being offered to the consumers. So better quality controls can help firms reduce costs because time is not wasted manufacturing poor quality products that cannot be sold, and reworked and scrap costs are lower if the processing and manufacturing and supply chain systems are optimized, and warranty cost and the time used to fix those defective products will also lower with the passage of time. Now comes the question, what management tools are available to increase the reliability of products which your organization is offering? The very first one is Six Sigma Quality Improvement Program. Main objective of this program is to reduce the defects in manufactured products, and at the same time to enhance the productivity capacity of the organization in question, and parallelly to eliminate or at least minimize the waste and cut costs through a company. Six Sigma is a direct descendant of TQM, that is Total Quality Management, or House of Quality is one. Another tool which is used by organizations to ensure the final quality benchmarks are met with reference to product and services being offered to the consumers. In addition, some countries have also promoted specific quality guidelines like the European Union's ISO 9000 standards, the certifications. These different certifications are related to the product quality itself and the working conditions in which the employees are working and manufacturing the products, and the processes through which these products being manufactured and delivered to the final consumers. This is basically a series of ISO certifications, and there are certain institutions or organizations which, after thorough scrutinization of any organization's activities, processes, and products, will issue the ISO certification to a particular company in question. There are two main objectives for international companies to understand and implement with reference to strategy, production, and logistics. Production and logistic functions must be able to accommodate demand for local responsiveness. Now, let me once again clarify the concept of local responsiveness. When an M&E is supposed to enter in a foreign market, it is understood and on the part of organization that they have to respect the local taste and preferences of the consumers, as well as they have to respect the government requests, such as legislations can be passed, new rules and guidelines can be issued to the organization. And being a true M&E corporate citizens of that country, it is expected of the organization to respect those guidelines with reference to local responsiveness. And then we have to consider production and logistics must be able to respond quickly to shift in consumer demands. Your logistics systems should be optimized, and one tool what organizations are mostly relying on is the concept of just-in-time inventory management system. That is, instead of building and creating and managing your own warehouse systems, now organizations are optimizing their production and inventory systems through JIT, just-in-time concept. And now comes the question as the organization, where should production activities be located? And now it depends on the nature of the organization's operations and business and customer base which they want to target. Most importantly, the cost factors are the crucial one for any organization when they have to decide to the location of manufacturing of the products and services. Firms must consider the country factors in which they are going to assume their production processes or technological aspects of availability of technological factors within that country and product factors. These three factors any organization have to consider before going to establish the production process in any foreign country. Country factors, firms should locate manufacturing activities where economic, political, and cultural conditions, including factory costs, are most conducive to the performance of that country. And they should avoid those countries where political economy is in turmoil or political stability is not guaranteed, or cultural conditions, culture with reference to taste and preferences of the target audience or consumers are somewhat shaky. And then the factors of cost of production, you have to consider them. Regulations affecting FDI, government regulations such as preference to the local manufacturer through subsidies can hurt the FDI, and trade can significantly affect the appropriate specific countries as expectations about future exchange rates are encouraged. The type of technology used in manufacturing can affect local location decisions. Firms should consider the level of fixed cost involved. If they are very high, it could make sense for the firm to serve the world market from a single location or from a very few locations. Second can be a minimum effect efficient scale of a technology. That is, the larger the minimum effect scale, which can be described as the level of output at which most plant level scale economies are exhausted of a plant, the more likely centralized production makes the sense. So it's directly related to the cost factors related to cost of manufacturing, assembly, and the workforce and technology. Any firm have to reconsider all the aspects of any business if they want to go for either centralized production systems or localized or few locations based production systems. Next factor what a firm has to consider is the technological factors. That includes but not limits the flexibility of technology. And that is the term flexible manufacturing technology or learned production covers a range of manufacturing technologies that are designed to reduce setup times for complex equipment and at the same time increasing the utilization of individual machines through better scheduling. And at the same time, any organization have to understand and comprehend the rationality of technological factors that should include but not limit to improve quality controls at all stages of the manufacturing process. I will stop here the part one of this lecture series. See you people in next part. Till then, Allah Hafiz.